Marco Severino from Flow Design Architects with a new video to discuss some basic concept of architecture and design. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. And please put the thumbs up so we understand that, so we know that you guys like the videos that we're creating. In the previous video, if you haven't get aware of this series, we actually call them Understanding Architectural Drawings 1. And the reason of this series was because we felt the need to kind of show our clients and the community some basic elements that you need to understand in order to truly see the meaning behind architectural drawings. Architectural drawings, structural drawings, electrical, etc. So we kind of broke them down in topics that we can then show you guys the basic elements, so you are aware and you understand when an architect shows you some architectural plans, then you understand what these symbologies and elevations and plans and what they mean, and how you can get the information that you are looking for. So in the previous video, we broke down the sections in topics, symbols and sheets, plans, elevations, sections, and details. In this particular video, we're going to focus on symbols and sheets. And when we go into the topics, then we're going to go back and how they relate. So symbols and sheets. Typically, symbols apply to either of any architectural drawing, either plans, elevations, and symbols are very important for you to know what they are, because symbols help architects and designers to redirect information to a different location within the set of plans. If you, for example, if you have a plan and you start making notes of every single door size, window size, the sheet will be, you wouldn't even be able to understand the set of plans, because it will be compacted with so much information that you wouldn't even be able to document and be like, oh my God, this set of plans is like, I cannot even read them. There's so many notes. So the symbols actually help us redirect the information to a different sheet within the set of plans. So very important that you understand the reason why symbols are so important. So in other words, if we have a floor plan, which by the way, this is a floor plan, we're going to discuss what floor plans later on within the series. That's our second topic. So if you have a set of plans, floor plan, there are different symbols that I want you guys to pay attention to and to understand them. So when, let's say you look at a set of plans and you ask the architect, hey architect, where can I find the door size? If you see a symbology within the floor plan, then you can find where that is located. So very important that you pay attention to this video so you get a sense of why we're doing this. So in a set of plans, there are certain things that we need to understand in terms of the symbols. And there are some major ones that I want our community to understand. The symbol of exterior elevations, interior elevations, sections, doors, windows, and then dimensioning symbols. In other words, like the dimension between one wall to the other wall. Another one that I do want to mention also is what is called a wall tag. So let's say this is partition P1. Let's say this one, let's imagine maybe you have a low partition here. Maybe this one is P2. And those are wall partitions. Wall partitions. Now, when you look at this set of plans, like even though we have symbols, you kind of can see how busy it's already getting, because like we have the section symbol, we have the exterior elevation symbol, we have dimensions within the floor plan, we have numbers, and we have letters here. Now, what does this mean? So if we look back at our symbology, this symbol with the shaded going across from one point to the other, that's called a section. And the importance of the section is so you understand the level changes within a building. In the sections, you can understand the heights relationships. You can understand how high that partition wall go within the building section. So very important to understand that that's a section going through it. You're cutting the house in that particular point, and then you are looking at it from that point of view. So very important that you understand what a section is. So this is this symbol here. Another symbol that I want you guys to understand is the symbol of exterior elevations. Typically, exterior elevation symbols are located outside the floor plan within your building. So when you see a symbol like this or similar, and typically they have numbers, let's say 3 on a 200. When you see a symbol and you see a number in typically a title like A200, that means that this elevation is located in a different location within the set of plans. So in this case, it will be located at detail 3 or elevation 3, located in the architectural plan 200. And we will go over what these sheets mean so that way you understand where I'm coming from. So this is exterior elevations, typically located outside of your structure of your building. The other one that I want you to pay attention to is interior elevations. Like, let's say you have a counter that you want to indicate like how high that counter is. You have an opening within a wall. You are showing an interior elevation of that location. So that way, like whoever is doing the cabinets, they can get the height of that countertop. They can get the sizes of the cabinets. It's a 30 by 50, 30 by 36, that kind of thing. So very important that you understand within the plan what is an interior elevation. Typically, it's within within the floor plan itself. So in other words, let's imagine there is a room and this room is an office. Let's say this room is an office and you have a counter. This line will indicate a counter. If you draw an elevation symbol within that, what that means is in a different location within the center of plans, there is going to be an elevation with a counter, and it's going to have the cabinets, it's going to have cabinet size, and then it's going to say like, this cabinet is 36 inches high, this countertop is 36 inches high, the cabinets are going to be 30 inches width. So now you know that this interior elevation of office, let's say this is office 100, office 100, we have an interior elevation of what that looks like. So very important that you understand, like, okay, the architect is showing an office. Oh, I don't know where the sizes of the cabinets are. Where do I go? Oh, very simple. Just look at the symbol. The symbol tells you, oh, you know what? This elevation is located at elevation 1 at let's say 601. So this interior elevation is located at architectural sheets 601, and it's the elevation number 1. So it's very important that you pay attention to these items. The other one that we already discussed, sections. So another one that I do want to point out is door tags. Door tags, very important. So in plans, let's say you have several different types of doors. So in this case, let's say this door is door number 1, and then this one is a different door type. This one will be door number 2. So within the door schedule, you will see door 1. It's a 30 by 30 by 80 inch door. And then instead of writing it down here, like, oh, this door is 30 by 80, instead of writing it in the plan, look at how busy it's getting already. Instead of writing it down here, you go and you see, oh, this is door 100. Let's even call it a number, because we have an office number now. So this is door 100, which relates to this office. When you go to the door schedule, in a different sheet, within the architectural plans, then you're like, oh my God, I can see the door size. Door 100 is 30 by 80. Instead of us writing it down here, we locate it in the door schedule. Same things apply here. So this door will be door either 100B. We can call this one 100A, because you have 2 doors within the same office, So these 2 doors relate to office 100, so 100A and 100B. So those are very simple examples of tagging a door within a floor plan. Another one that I want you guys to pay attention, it's windows, very important. Window symbols within the floor plan. So when you see a window with letters, or sometimes different architectural office have different symbols for this, but if you see a letter, let's say A, and that has a center line dimension of, let's say, 5V, when you look at that symbol, you are like, oh my God, where are the windows located? Oh, in office 100, there is one window, window A. Then what you do is you go into the window schedule, and then you look at, window A, let's say window A is, let's say, 24 inches by 36 inches. And it will tell you, it's located at this sill height, so that way you know where to place it within this wall. Of course, if you have an interior elevation, you will see that window within your interior elevation. And typically, that window will be also tagged within your interior elevation. So it indicates that, hey, don't forget that window, it's located in the window schedule, So that's the importance of kind of tracking down this information. Sometimes you have to look at different locations within a set of plans to truly understand where these elements will be placed within your project. So for example, like, you look at that office, but now you know that that office has a counter that is at 36 inches high, but you didn't find that information in the floor plan. You actually found that information in the interior elevation of that room. So very important that you are aware that the set of plans is not just the floor plans. There are more to this in order to build it properly. Another one that I do want to mention too is wall partition types. So for example, in this case, there is P1, and because this is the exterior, let's imagine this is a exterior partition, then it will tell you, this partition type is a 2x6 exterior wall with, 3/4 of an inch exterior sheathing, and then inside of that there will be like a half an inch gypsum wall board. So it's very important that you understand, like, okay, this is partition 1, but then partition 2 actually just go to the bottom. Let's say you have an opening, and that partition type, you have, instead of being 2 by 6 for the exterior, maybe that partition type, you have, let's say you have, so that's 36 inches. Let's imagine like this partition type, this is P2. This partition type doesn't go all the way to the ceiling. It actually goes 36 inches from the ground to the top of that counter height. So let's say this counter area, it's about, I don't know, let's say it's maybe an inch thick. Now you know that your top of the partition is actually 35 inches. Because if I told you that the max height of this is 36 inches, and then you have a 1 inch thick counter, now your partition height is actually 35 inches high. So very important that you understand partition types, window symbology, door tags, section tags, and elevation tags. So that way you are more aware of this kind of information within your set of plans. So in the next video, we're gonna be discussing sheets and how that information relate to what we just discussed today. So thank you so much for listening. And once again, if you don't follow us on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, please feel free to join us, Flow Design Architects here in Salem, Mass. So thanks again for your time.
Welcome to Flow Design Architects, a company that works with you for you. Thank you for watching.